Hi, good evening to the live people, and hi to the people that are watching the video. Welcome to this live stream. Welcome to the Medium channel. And the new moons form the template for the entire lunar cycle. This isn't really covered that much, and I found that it to be very, very true. So it gives you the blueprint on a collective level. If you know the numerology and the astrology and how the new moon's affecting, you can know what's going on a collective level. And if you happen to know your own chart, you can understand this on a personal level also, if you know what houses and what degrees and what aspects are being formed. So this is the beginning of a really, really powerful lunar cycle. So we want to help you to take full advantage of it. And that's why I'm doing this live stream. So welcome. And we're going to talk a little bit about the astrology, the numerology. We're going to talk a little bit about 5 things that we need to know about this. It's also the 12-12 portal. So that's a big deal also. And then there's a few processes or exercises they recommend. Also, I have some divination cards. So we're going to help you take the best advantage of this really, really powerful lunar cycle that we've got going on. So I'm just going to say a few quick hellos. Then we're going to dive right in tonight. I have a lot of notes here as usual to my side here. So who is here? We have Colleen and Mikkel. Hi, guys. Hi, Rose. Hi, Mr. Floyd. Welcome. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Doreen of Children's School of Yoga. Hi, Suzette, Brooke, Laura, Michael, Nick's Gypsy. That's it so far for the live people. Oh, Lisa, hi. So I know a few more are going to be jumping in. And most people watch this as a video anyways. And, of course, when the live is done, it uploads automatically as a video. So I know a lot of us are feeling the energy already, right? It's really powerful. We're in that dark moon energy. So I think, hi, Susan. Hi, Colleen. Or did I say hi? Well, hi again. So I think I'm going to dive right on in. So the new moon, it's happening at 20 degrees Sagittarius at 6:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the time zone that I'm in and that a lot of you are in, but not everybody. And okay, so it's at 20 degrees Sag, 6:32 p.m. Now in Europe, I guess, or I think in Western Europe, it's still on the 12th, and I think if you go to the next time zone east and points east of there, it's actually on the 13th. But no matter where you are, part of the world that's right on that 12-12 energy, that 12-12 portal. So 20 degrees is the awakening. It's the judgment card in tarot. It's the awakening in the Chaldean system of numerology. We have a parade of 20-degree new moons. So last month, this month, I think all the way up through February, maybe even March, we have this beautiful energy of ascension and awakening and initiation. So this is a huge time of awakening, and this is especially big. Now it's what else is going on? It's a universal 13 day in numerology. 13 reduces to 4. It's about change. Uranus is the planet of surprises, evolution, revolution, and thinking outside the box. So really what's happening, and I talk about this a lot, and I have been for quite a few months, is we're entering into the heart of the Great Purge now. This period between 12-12, the 12-12 portal, to the Solstice Portal 12-21. This is the heart of it. So if we can just allow these frequencies to act on us to clear our energy fields, we can clear many lifetimes of karma collectively and personally, to allow for these new beginnings. Once we start to get into around later January, it's going to start to shift. So right now, it's the Great Purge. What happens around January 20th is that the sun goes into Aquarius, Pluto goes into Aquarius, we come into a universal 8-year. And although that Saturn ruled, Saturn's a secondary ruler of Aquarius. Before they discovered Uranus, they attributed the powers of Saturn to it. So it's all leading up to what's going to be a lot of new beginning, a new layers, new levels of light are coming in. So what spirit or energy or God, whatever you want to call it, the quantum field, is wishing to do with us now is to clear all this collective and personal karma, all the stuck energy, so that we can ascend. This is a really glorious time, and you can see I'm kind of excited about it. So what else is happening? Well, there's also a Mercury retrograde going on. So new moons tend to be quieter energy in general. Now, new moon in Sagittarius, can be a little bit loud and verbose or whatever, but new moon's time is quiet. And then when we have Mercury, the planet of movement's not moving between now and next weekend virtually. It's the heart of the station is at 2:09 a.m. Eastern Time, December 13th. So it's literally happening right at the new moon. Well, almost literally, just a few hours away. So that's something else. Mercury's about communication, but when Mercury goes retrograde, we want to go within more. It's not so much a time to push, push, push. I've got to remind myself that, because that's what I always want to do in my life right now. And Spirit's reminding me, no, that we have to kind of allow ourselves to just relax, just go within, process a lot of what's happened in our lives, what's happened in the world, maybe plan or whatever. I mean, if we're called upon to act, obviously, life can't stop just because Mercury's retrograde, although we'd like it to. It's just not reality. But it's all culminating, or what's the right word? It's all happening, overlapping for a reason. And again, it's all the energy going within. It's allowing these portals, these powerful energy, to go to our core, to release things that may be thousands of years old in our collective energy fields and personal energy fields. So amazing opportunity. So 5 things to know. First thing, and anybody that I missed that just came in, hi, welcome. It is the 12-12 portal. That's the first important thing to know. 12 is 12-12. It reduces to 3 in numerology, so it's a very spiritually expansive portal. We have portals during different times of the year, so this happens every year. Basically, this 12-12 portal is made hugely more powerful by the fact that it's happening right on the new moon. So there's a lunar portal that we can go beneath and beyond where the light shines, where the shadows exist. And then we have this portal opening. That's the winter solstice portal. It's the darkest time of the year. So we have all the stuff aiding and abetting our personal shadow work. And there's going to be a video that I'm going to have on the pinned comment to teach you how to do some high level shadow integration work, because that's the time that it is. So I'm going to look at my notes now. 12-12 assists in expanding consciousness. Now, 12 is also the hangman in the tarot. It's the pause or the wait. So again, it's an energy of stillness. 3 is very expansive, so it's a very expansive portal. During the course of the year, we have different portals. Some of it's based on numerology and numbers, because everything in the universe is numbered, so we can dissect patterns of energy through the numerology. Some of it's based on astrology, because the way the planets move is collective to collective consciousness. So we can chart things going on in our life and our society based on planetary movements. And no, not to be ruled by it, and it's not the be all and the end all. It's a roadmap, basically, that we can understand and we can work with and we can follow. More water for Adam. So what else do we have? So it's the darkest time of the year, so we talked about that. Now, the solstice portal is also the birth canal. So we're entering into the cosmic birth canal right now, and it's the darkest time of the year. Now, whether you're pagan or Christian, or and there's levels of this in Judaism as well. December 21st, Yule is rebirth. In pagan lore, it's the rebirth of the sun god. For the Christianity, it's the birth of Christ, the birth of Jesus, the Son of God, the bringer of illumination and light. And also in in Judaism, right? It's Hanukkah, this time of the year, celebration of light. So we are going through the birth canal now, and tomorrow Heather and I are going to do very powerful transmissions. I'm going to do my transmission with the master teachers to allow you to be able to experience the frequencies to assist you in making that shift in order to go through the birth canal and to get your spiritual downloads, as it were, for this next wave of light that's about to come in. And then Heather does some very powerful transmissions too about healing and also empowerment. So that's tomorrow at 7 right here, right on the Medium channel. So what else do we write down? The heart becomes a portal for the central sun in this 12-12 portal energy. Yeah, different times of the year, different portals. I think I explained that, so I don't need to repeat myself, right? No, I don't. Spirit says, no, you've explained that just fine, just well enough. So heart becomes a portal for the central sun. And the inner light shines brighter when it's darker on the inside. Now in the southern hemisphere, it's a different kind of an energy, but it's still the solstice. It's still all very relevant. It's just that you're in your light, in the peak of your light portal right now, or coming into through the canal and into your summer solstice energy, which is the peak of the exterior light. Either way, the inner light or the outer light, it amounts to the same thing. We're in it now. So again, the heart can become a portal for the central sun, which is the illuminating spiritual force that creates the physical reality and is reflected through our physical sun. Lots of solar activity. There's a reason for that. I mean, yeah, there's an 11-year cycle and we're in a high of the natural cycles, but beyond that, there's a reason why it's so active. So anyway, what else? The Sagittarius New Moon makes the portal especially expansive. So the 12-12 portal is a portal of expansion because it's 3 energy. 12-12, 3 month, 3 year. 1 and 2 is 3. The same thing when we reach 12/21, the winter solstice or summer solstice in the south. It's all 3 energy. 3 is expansive Jupiterian energy. So this is a portal of spiritual expansion that we are entering in during this dark time. So that's why it's so important. So what can we do? We can do some meditation. We can feel the expansion. We can step into the portal. We can do the transmissions with us. And by doing so, we allow spirit to work with our energy fields to cleanse and clear through embracing the shadows, not trying to get rid of them. So you may have to sit with a little bit of discomfort, but that's part of the process. But you have spirit, you have the angels that are going to be working with you. So anyhow, 33 on the chat. Yes, you're right. Thank you for that. That all brings me to point number 2, embrace the darkness. So again, the darkness isn't negative. It just is, it's pretty dark behind me, right? Because the sun sets at 4:25 now here in the Catskill Mountains. If you happen to be in London, you're looking at a sunset when at like I think 2:50 or something like that, or 3:50. It's freaking early. I don't know the exact time. It's freaking early, but in any event, embrace the darkness because the darkness is just simply the absence of light. It's the void. This universe was created from total darkness, and a big surge of light expanded through the darkness. And what is light? I talk about this a lot. Although my ring light literally is like a strobe light. Even if the light was steady, if you slow it down a million times, it's light and darkness, light and darkness. Everything comes in waves. You can find darkness within the light, light within the dark, the yin within the yang within the yin. So embrace the darkness. That's a very important. That's why it's number 2. Darkest time of the year, great time for shadow work. Great time to do karma clearing. You can't clear your karma if you don't embrace it. You can't clear your karma if you haven't learned a darn thing from it. So you have to learn the lessons of your karma in order to clear. When you do that and set the intention, you don't really need to do much. It'll clear itself because you're ready. So doing ceremonies can help sort of lock in that energy and that mentality that I'm ready to clear this now. I've embraced my shadows. I understand them. I'm working through them. Now I'm embracing the light also. So great time to do karma clearing. And there's different ways of doing that: soul retrieval work, shadow work, all that stuff. So that's number 2, embrace the dark. So the third important thing about this new moon is a huge influx of light. So it's kind of like, wait, didn't I just say embrace the dark? Now I'm talking about the light. It's like, make up my mind, right? But but the thing is that again, the light and the darkness are, exists in the same. Now we can also look at darkness as like the shadowy stuff, the negative stuff, even, because that's, I mean, it's kind of I think a misuse of terms, but it is a term that's commonly used. Our words are powerful, and the intention behind it. Basically, it's like, which wolf do you feed? It's kind of like, do you feed the wolf of more of your, we'll say, your darker emotions, or your shadowy aspects, that could be fear, greed, whatever it is, guilt, shame, whatever it is, or do you feed the light? So again, this is also about duality and finding the oneness within the duality. That's what number 3 does, because 0 and 1, everything is binary in the physical. Everything is duality for the physical to exist. So when you get to 3, it's more of a frequency that brings you back to that oneness, that unity again. So 0 and 1, or 1 and 2 is equals 3. So there's that. So what else? Look at duality. I said that already. So this is also a good time to work with the 369 code. And on Thursday, we're actually going to have an upload about how to work with the 369 code, and the specific thing to do for 2024 to attract more money into your life. And I'm going to do it too, because God or Spirit did not create all this abundance for us to live in lack. So we're going to do that. And what else? It's an expansive into the unified field. So the 369 code is really predicated on the number 3. The number 3 acts differently than any other number in numerology, and so do all of its multiples. 6 and 9 are the next 2 multiples up. 12, 15. You add 1 and 5, it equals 6. You add 18 is the next one. 1 and 8 equals 9. Next one's 21. 2 and 1 equals 3. So when you add those 2 digits of any multiple of 3, it's going to reduce to either a 3, 6, or 9. So it's a very powerful numerological frequency. I guess you have to kind of feel it, because it's hard to explain why that's true. But anyway, this helps connecting with the unified field and those forces that act upon this fractal nature of our universe, our collective universe, our personal universes. We can tap into this numerological quality to understand it and to connect with those forces to work with us for change. So this portal can help us to transcend dualistic thinking, the duality in our lives. And when we do that, we start to step into the quantum field. So it's an exercise. I explained it in tarot time. I'll explain it again shortly. So number 4. So hi, Anna. Hi, Mr. Floyd. He said hi to you. Well, hi again. Hi, Mikkel. And anybody knew that I missed hi also. So number 4 thing to know about this new moon and this energy is about completions on a very, very deep level. So we're completing the year in this 12/12 portal that is magnified by the powers of this new moon, and indeed a template for the energies coming this entire lunar cycle. So completions, this energy is going to help to clear all soul contracts you don't need anymore. Again, like karma, karma is part of the soul contract. We need to learn the lesson first. And, there's no shortcuts, but how do we learn the lesson? We stop thinking for a minute. We allow ourselves to get present. We connect with Spirit, and we ask, and we keep asking until enough of our ego is shunted that we can actually get the answers already. And then that's how we do it, basically. It's not necessarily easy, but that's how we do it. Clearing karma. You can clear disease as its core. So the energy to this new moon, if you have chronic illness, if you have something that's been troubling for a long time, you can work with these energies to clear it at the core. Of course, we don't claim to be able to heal disease. God does that, doctors do that, but in our work, we can provide frequencies that'll allow you to align to the frequencies to heal yourself. That's what energy healing does. And when I do activations like the one Heather and I are going to do tomorrow to help you to connect with these energies and utilize these powers of this powerful new moon, that's exactly what we're going to do. So we can clear disease at its core level. So you do your own meditation as well. Again, the portal is kind of open now. We're in the dark moon, 12/12, 12/21. Keep working daily meditations with that. So that's number 4, completion on a very, very deep level. And number 5 is new beginnings. It's like I'm filled with contradiction and opposites today, aren't I? It's the yin and the yang, right? The darkness and the light and the darkness. But all new moons are good for new beginnings because it's the beginning of a new cycle. This is a Sagittarian beginning. It's on a 3 karmic, universal karmic day in numerology. That's the number 12. You have the 12th day of the month. So Sagittarius energy is going to add a lot of spirituality to this new beginning. So new beginnings on a very spiritual level are favored. So you can maybe start a new practice and investigate new spiritual paths that may resonate with you. Looking for new teachers, stuff like that. Sagittarian energy loves to learn, loves to grow, it's expansion. So it's really good for those types of new beginning that are going to shift the trajectory or enhance and expand the trajectory of your spiritual path right now. It's also a 20-degree point. I just promised I'd get back to that. 20 degrees is the awakener. It's initiation. So we have the opportunity in this new moon to clear our energies, to bring in more light, to connect more with spirit, and to approach initiation. And initiations when we have that symbolic death so we can be reborn. This is what's happening. It's the dark season. What happens on Yule? The sun is reborn. It's a solar new year that begins. So this is the time. This is the time. Again, clear those shadows through embracing it. Do the work. So exercises, and then we have divination cards too. Oh yeah, I should have had my blue ray protectors. Then you'd see blue in colors off of my ring light from my glasses if I had those on. Where are they? Oh, well, I don't have them with me. Sorry about that. Okay, so let me just here. So firstly, we talk a lot about presence here for good reason. All spiritual teachers talk a lot about presence, and I don't want to be out of the club. No, I'm just kidding. The reason that I talk about it's not because I read Eckhart Tolle's book, The Power of Now, 3 times, although I think, read it 3 times. It's because I've seen such a huge difference in my life by practicing the art of presence. And there's something that I like to do with that to augment it slightly. And there's a couple of things. One is as I'm practicing my presence now from the pages of the Power of Now, or The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, the way he teaches it is still the way that I do it because I think it's the best way to do it for me anyway. Every time I think about it, stop my thoughts. I'll be aware of what I'm thinking. Just stop thinking and shift that to awareness of my breath. Inhale, exhale. Just by doing that, my consciousness raises. Just in a minute, my consciousness raises just by stopping those monkey mind thoughts and allowing myself to expand with my breath, feeling my body and the space around my body. And as I'm in my presence and I'm aware of everything, but focusing on nothing, then as I inhale, my lungs expand, my energy fields slightly expand. I'm aware of that. As I exhale, I contract, and I stay in that no matter what I'm doing. Now, if you're new to this, don't do driving or operating dangerous machinery because it is a meditation. But once you start to get the hang of it, I mean, you're a better driver when you're present, right? You are going to be able to handle dangerous machines more if you're present than if you're locked in your limiting thoughts. And I've had this happen a couple of times. I'm driving along, practicing my presence. The image of a deer pops in my mind. I slow down. Deer runs right in front of me. Chances are each time I would have hit that deer if I was not practicing my presence at that time. That allowed my psychic senses to be more open so that I could see that image from spirit so that I would know. So presence makes you more physically present, but more spiritually present. If you do it with that breath, what you do is you have a little bit of a focal point also. You hold presence longer. You stay in presence, whatever you're doing, until something takes you out of it. The next time you think about it, do the same thing. Double down on that practice. That's going to make every spiritual practice that you do stronger. I can virtually guarantee that. Now, there's also the void technique. This is the perfect time to do it, but any time's the perfect time to do it. I've not seen this yet through other teachers, but I know it came downloaded from Spirit. If Spirit gave it to me, it gave it to others. Maybe you've seen this through other teachers. And if so, let me know who they are. I want to get to know that teacher. But more water. And all I do is when I'm in my presence, I want to find the space of non-existence within the existence. So in other words, like just like light, it travels in waves. There's crest, which is the actual physical illumination, and there's trough, which is the absence of that illumination. Same thing with sound. When I'm in this state, I'm finding, again, I can't try to do this. I'm setting the intention and I'm open to it. Those spaces of non-existence within existence, because both exist in this present now moment. It's non-existence and existence. And when those two facets of reality blend, that's the quantum field. That forms that energetic plasma that contains all time and all possibilities. And then when we're able to step into that with a clear intention and a clear vision, then we start to vibrate in that field, and then we start to create that in our physical life, because physical reality is part of the quantum field also. It's just really, really dense, so it doesn't happen immediately. But when you're in the field, whatever change you make has an instantaneous response that is measurable and will be in 10, 20, 30 years provable through understanding more about subatomic reality, what happens inside of an atom, and the changes that are made within the atom. And whatever happens inside of an atom, sooner or later, is going to create the corresponding changes in the macro level also. So that's what the void technique does. You find those spaces of darkness within the light. That's going to allow you to step into this 12-12 portal. So important to practice this, in my humble opinion. So what else do we have for you? Okay. I like my little asterisks in my notes. Frequency is very high. We recommend the Ascension set. And I can't even read my writing. Anyway, I have an Ascension set. I'm going to link that to the pinned comment also. The first one's the most important, but I did 3 of them. And these are exercises. They're breath and move and exercise. They're not strenuous. And we need to do spiritual exercise now. We need to double down on our spirituality. I know I've been saying this for years, and each increment that we go forward, it gets that much more important. And when you do these exercises, it does a couple of things, but the main thing it does is it creates more space in between your atoms. It creates more space in your energy fields and allows more prana to flow. And why is that important right now? Because the energies, the frequencies, it's the great purge, are trying to help us to clear stuck energies within our energy fields. If you do these exercises, you're going to augment that effect and allow spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, just natural flow to clear stuck energies, patterns in this lifetime, karma, too many ums today. The earth field. So as we clear that'll help to clear the earth field. So when you do these, you allow more light, you create more space and allow more prana, and you clear all that gunky energy I shouldn't say all that gunky energy. That doesn't sound right. But you know what I'm saying. And you allow the frequencies to work more efficiently through you to clear stuck energies that may be blocking your energy field for many, many lifetimes. Now is the time. So we have these exercises for you. And we received them about 1.5 to 2 years ago. I do them myself and they make a difference. So anyway, so that's that. What else did I write about that? This helps open your meridians to allow more of those high frequencies to flow through you to safely clear all blocks. Okay. Also, yoga is recommended. We have yoga practices thanks to Doreen of Children's School of Yoga here on the channel. Qigong, Tai Chi, any form of spiritual exercise. They want us in movement, not in stagnation. Now, if you're unable to move, unfortunately, some people do have very significant physical limitations. Do what you can, do the best you can. Sometimes just doing breathing exercise and even visualizing movement can create that effect. They actually did studies, and the controlled group that wasn't lifting the weights, actually gained and was just visualizing it for an hour, 3 times a day. It's an amazing study. I think gained about 1/3 of the muscle mass that the group that actually was physically lifting the weight. In other words, just by visualizing pumping iron, they gain muscle mass. That's how powerful our mind and intention is. And our body's linked in with that. So don't be stagnant. Exercise, more breath, meditate. Simply allow these high frequencies to flow through you. Don't resist, even if uncomfortable. This is your time for salvation, your time for freedom. This is what this new moon is about. So hopefully that's helpful. But we're not done yet. We still have our divination cards to do. And I'm missing your great conversation. And thank you guys for participating and helping out here. All right. I'm moving the plug, and that means that my ring light is blinking again. All right, so I can't even remember the Divine Masters Oracle deck from Kyle Gray, gifted to me by Noreen. Thank you so much. We're going to ask Spirit to guide me to the right card, and that's going to help us to connect with the right Ascended Master or angels or extraterrestrial guides that are working with you at this time, or interdimensional guides, or higher self guides. Okay. I found my card. We got slippery, slippery when dry. Wow, the blue beings. Amazing. Light transmission. Wounds healed. Important information charging up. So that's basically, to me, that's Spirit's way of saying, this is the time to really allow these light frequencies through. Again, it wants to clear, wants to help us with our dark, to navigate through the darkness so we can come back to the light, back to the illumination, back into the high frequencies. And I'm just taking a look at this blue being. Now, one time, and I haven't been around, at least not consciously, but I was meditating. These 2 big blue beings came to me. I think they were from Lyra. It was a while ago. Extraterrestrials, but they were aquatic. They had like dolphin skin and no hair at all, and they were large blue beings, and they looked a little different than these guys, I have to say. But light transmission, we're going to do light transmissions tomorrow. You don't need me. You can tap into the master teachers directly, but they like to work through a human channel because that helps to ground the energies and helps to give them a vehicle to work through. But if you've been doing, especially if you've been doing some transmissions with us, you know who they are. They know who you are and everything. You can just open your mind. It doesn't have to be the master teacher. It can be the ascended masters that you work with. Saint Germain's a good one. Although we associate that more with the violet flame, it's still, I'm getting a lot of blue energy around that. They show me old Egyptian guides right now. There's a lot of energies that can help to they're saying transport the light or transport you to that place where the light is going to flow through you, unencumbered and more easily. Palladian, Syrian. That's interesting, Anna, because I'm wondering, I think that actually those blue blings were Palladian. Yeah, you're jogging my memory, not Lyran. Anyway, they were cool. I hope they were still around. So, and yeah, again, this is about healing wounds. So let that light through to clear all the gunk from wounds. That again, it may be centuries or millennia old, but now's the time. The light can do that. All we have to do is allow and be willing to sit through the discomfort and to breathe and to stay present and allow. That's all that we have to do. Set the intention. Spirit's going to do the rest for you. So I have also the frequency for this new moon as well. Oh my goodness, I must be missing a really good conversation here. So Laura's saying she sees the blue beings a lot. Kayla's saying Arcturians can be blue. Yeah, that's true. They may be Arcturians. Yeah. Arcturians for what's known often are blue to silver in color, and they're my primary starseed group that I work with. So how could I forget? Talk about blue beings. How could I forget the Arcturians? Thank you, Mikhail, for reminding me. They're just telling me today in my meditation, like, yes, you're Arcturian, yes, you're Lyran, and also saying you're part of Middle Earth too, which I think it's a planet as well. Oh, it's supposed to be about blue. So I think what Spirit is saying, because this didn't make it into my notes, is to work a lot with your throat center also. And I think that's why I like to do divination cards, because that's another form of channeling for me. So the throat chakra, work with the throat. Yeah, and that makes sense. A lot of stuff gets stuck in the throat. And a lot of us have been through of talking about karma. We've been burned at the stake. We've been drawn and quartered. We've been pierced by arrows. We've died for our spiritual beliefs. We shed blood to hold the line of spirituality through the ages, and it can affect our expression. It's affected me for a lot of my life. You guys don't understand how hard it used to be for me just to talk about my spiritual beliefs in public. You guys have no idea, or maybe you do, if you've been with me for this whole 3.5 year journey on YouTube, maybe you do remember the beginning. But I've gotten better. I'm not 100% there, but I've gotten a lot better. And so a lot of it manifests in the throat. So a lot of the stored pain manifests in the heart, and then our inability to express our power manifests in the throat. So work with the throat chakra also. And this new moon is going to be very powerful. This 12/12 portal is going to be very powerful for that. This frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of light, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. And here's what it looks like. Without too much reflection, gaze right in that central dot. Just feel yourself blending with the energy of this for a moment. Absorb it, and then it's yours. So every time you go into meditation, you have this image. It's etched upon your subconscious. It's etched upon your spirit now. So just in your mind, go back to it. Feel your throat chakra open. A lot of people are starting to channel. You can check out Mr. Floyd's a good example of what he's been channeling like a month, 6 weeks now. Already channeling like a pro. So you know what? You guys are all able to do the same thing, and very, very good. So there's that. That's the blue flower of life. And we have one more. This is the Starseed Oracle deck. I'm in definitely Starseed mood. And somebody posted something on my Facebook about dragon-shaped ships being seen over Bulgaria. Was it Bulgaria? Somewhere in Eastern Europe, anyway. More exposure to UFOs. those types of messages come more in my monthly predictions, yearly predictions than new moon forecast. This is more about the energy, what the energy is and how to work with it for your benefit. And because it's all like different steps of the awakening stairway, so to speak. Thank you for that. Thank you for that observation, and I love it when you guys step in and teach me. Also, we're a community. We're not, we're not a dictatorship here. We're a community, and we're all growing together, right? We're all in the process together. I mean, you're absolutely right, Mikhail, and I do know better. So interesting. A new earth is what I pulled here. And I love the artwork on this card, on these cards. I can never remember her name, and she's so freaking good. Danielle Noel, and the card by Rebecca Campbell. And the little blurb says, "It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So don't give up. You're walking towards the vision. As you pierce the veils of the darkness, you're really walking towards the light." And that just feels like the perfect message to end on today. And yeah, these are really beautiful cards. Thank you so much. I'll let you guys get a little close up. If you gauge in this, you may be drawn to a certain part of the card or certain image, or you may see something in particular. That's your personal message from Spirit. So take that. And there you have it. So tomorrow night, do the transmissions with us, please. The master teacher, I feel like they're with me now because I'm starting to change my voice. They'll help you to step into these powerful portals to maximize its benefits and effects. You deserve it. You're ready. So you wouldn't be here and be doing this work if you weren't. So you are here. And so that's tomorrow. Then I think on the 20th is the day I've got mediumship scheduled on the channel. We do that around all the Celtic Sabbaths. So we're coming up to Yule. On Yule Day, we're going to do another transmission. It may be with Heather, maybe myself, but that'll be for the Solstice Portal. So we'll do that on the channel. And then later, toward the end of December, I have that all-important 2024 forecast. And I'm really excited. I was more excited for 2023 than I was for 2020 through 2022, but I'm even more excited for 2024. I mean, 2023 has been hard, but I think a lot of us have made a lot of progress this year, and everything. So, thanks everybody. That's what we got going on. Love you. See you tomorrow. Hey. I just called this in the last moment. Check out Manifest Yourself, my favorite law of attraction channel. Let me flash that again. Hi, brother Adam. Welcome. So anybody that missed this, I'm going to end now, and you can go right back to the beginning. A lot of really good information has been shared. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Thank you for being here.